Super Plus.
Greetings and welcome to the Hills of Steel 2 Tank Breakdown series. I'm Andrew, and this time we're taking a look at another tank in the series. We've seen a number of different ones, but this time we're going to look at a unique one, Scorpion. This legendary tank is unique because it can be both ranged and melee, but you'll get to see that in the gameplay shortly. It of course comes with multiple skins that you can choose between, the standard, the hive, and of course the lava. This looks awesome, so let's equip it. As you can see from the statistics, Scorpion is a very health heavy tank. This means that although Scorpion is ranged and melee, ideally they're going to be on the front lines to take a lot of the damage for their team. Of course, we can then further improve that by adding attachments. Currently we're at level 8, so we can add 2. It comes with all the usual, reducing reload time, increasing max health, as well as damage abilities. For this one, we're going to increase both our health by adding the armor plate, and then adding the antenna so that we get more special gain from damage dealt. Upon adding these, you will now see that our health is over 4,000, so that makes us very capable of being on the front line. Now, let's take a look at it in action. To start things off, let's take a look at it in boss battle. Scorpion has 2 attacks, the first of which is the ranged poison attack. This allows players to shoot 3 balls of poison at their opponents before needing to reload. Upon hitting enemies, it will do damage and tick over time, slowly bringing their health down. Each shot raises the barrel slightly, which causes the shots to arc and fire a little further with each one. The second attack is a melee attack from the tail. This allows us to hit enemies that have gotten too close. However, this does not move or lock on to the closest opponent, so this means that we have to ensure that our position is correct in order to land the melee shot. The special ability of Scorpion is a hook shot. This, when fired, will grab the first tank and pull it into melee range. This is perfect for a number of reasons. It will pull any ranged tanks into your melee distance so that you can attack them. It will stop them from hiding behind hills or in places that they are taking advantage of. When combining all 3 abilities together, you're able to fire off a couple of poison shots, bring them to half health, use your ability to pull them in, and finish with a melee. It takes a little practice, but when perfected, it does a lot of damage. The other interesting thing about the melee attack, as well as the hook, is that it does a little bit of an interrupt, so that while you're pulling them, they are unable to attack and do anything. So it gives you a split second to be able to do more damage before they can respond. This, paired up with our heavy amount of health, means that we can do a lot of damage as well as take a good hit in order to defend our team. To see that, let's jump over to some Rampage. When playing Scorpion in team-based modes, the idea is that you want to get up and close to the enemy team to do a lot of damage, but also to take a lot of damage to protect your team so that they can actually return the favor. Also, with our hook ability, we want to use that to be able to pull enemies in that are trying to do damage from a distance. In this particular case, we're up against a Phoenix, which we'll go head to head with, and then we have a Titan and a Stinger in the background. So as a Scorpion, we want to do battle with the Phoenix, try and survive the best we can against it, and then push in on their range to be able to pull them in and take them down. There is of course the option to sit at the back line and use your ranged attack and poison to do a lot of damage first, and then when you feel comfortable to push in and pull the enemies in with your hook. But with as much health as we have, it usually makes sense to go to the front line. This will make enemies panic and focus on you and try and take you down before they do your teammates. The special ability Hook is also very useful for trying to pull enemies that are hiding behind hills or up on higher hills trying to take advantage of the higher terrain. So make sure to use that at the right time to pull them in. Combining all these together on Scorpion will help you lead your team to victory. Of course, it's not always about team, because we can check it out in a 1v1 scenario. So let's jump over to Epic Duel. In this one, we're up against a Kong. In this first battle, we don't use our ranged ability first, which ends up working against us because we take a lot of damage. So with this Scorpion, in these duels, ideally you want to be using your ranged attack first to bring them down lower as they get closer, and then you're able to finish them off with a melee. As we see the Kong coming over the hill, we use our range to bring him lower. As the damage ticks away, by the time he even reaches us, we've already taken him down a lot. Of course, Kong being Kong, he's able to jump away. However, even though he has, the damage from the poison is still ticking away on him. The disadvantages of Scorpion, as you can see here, is that if enemies get up close and personal, it can be a little bit trickier to land our melee shots, so we have to rely upon our ranged. In this final round, we're able to see that put to good use. We use our range to bring the Kong low, as well as our hook, and then finish it off with a melee strike. So while Scorpion is good across all the different game modes, there are certain ones that he will excel in. For example, in Star Catch, with your hook you'll be able to take advantage of the fact that enemies will not be able to grab stars and get away, as you can consistently pull them back in to fight. So overall, when playing Scorpion, the key things are, don't be afraid, you can take a hit. Make sure that you position yourself correctly to use your melee strike, and time it correctly so that when you pull in with your special, you strike to get a killing blow. You can then use your poison main attack to help control the situation. All of this, plus the right attachments, and with the right team composition, will mean that you'll be able to claim victory very easily against your opponents. This concludes our look at Scorpion in the tank breakdown for Heels of Steel 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all the content, as well as follow our social medias. All the links are below. And until the next time, have fun, and we will see you on the hills.